first, we must establish who is in domination. Second, we must define an area where we are going to engage in the market, an area of interest. This area must be an area that is historically or compelling, or in the past, that place seems compelling that participants of this market have engaged before. And the simple scenario that I use to um, define this is the buying selling reaction, because the market, I mean, market is about buying and selling. Let's put it that way. So you should see buyers reacting at certain levels, and sellers also reacting at certain levels, buyers, sellers. So we want to see that area of interest. Then the third one is, before we click buy or sell, we have to have things we will see and or note as entry confirmation or entry signals. And the most important of these entries confirmation or signal is what I call the morning star or evening star formation. This is very, very, very crucial. And also rejections and engulfing. So inside your area of interest, you must see morning star or evening star. And I have taken my time to really compress or simplify or put together all these thoughts. And I think these are basic things that you must know or understand. And this will give you somewhere to start from. At least if you are wrong with your trade, you will know
It's a network from my side.
if you are wrong with your trade, you will know if you fully understand these three steps. And if you are right too, you will know. So that if you are right, you have the confidence to keep to your trade. Um, so without wasting time again, let's quickly get to it. Who is the first person? Who is bringing a pair?
Volatility 51 is.
Okay. Volatility 51 is. So from what we saw on the phone, the MT5, the pair is already bearish. Okay. And it seems we are getting some kind of a pullback. Okay. So that is what we saw. But the pullback that we are getting, the pullback has some kind of area resistance above here, which price need to break in order to keep pushing up to give this pullback. Okay, so that's the first thing I want you all to understand, that the pair is generally bearish, but we are seeing that the market is trying to give some kind of a pullback, but it is creating this area of resistance, and it first has to break this area before it can keep going up. But so if we are using this current area of resistance as our first point of interest, we can see that there has been one reaction, two reaction, third reaction. This one is quite below. We will need, maybe price might want to come here again for another reaction. We are yet to see. So, but we can see that there has been a reaction here when price got to this level. There has been a reaction here when price got to this level. What do I mean by this reaction? For price to be moving up, it means that buyers were pushing it up. When it got to this level, for price to start going down from exactly this point means that sellers stepped in to the market at this level, and then they started pushing price down. Okay. Now, market gets to this same level again, and we can see sellers step into the market once more time, and they still push the price down. The price got to back to the same level. Why the price will be going up and down, I cannot tell. But we can explain that also by using the theory of auction. But we won't get into that yet because the thing is about buying, selling, and one side will get tired and the other side will dominate. And one side will also get tired, the other side will dominate. And even if you use at the scenario of the fight, okay, the boxing, okay, it's an unending fight. So that is the way the market is buying, selling. Okay. Now it gets here again, and we can see sellers step in again and they push the market real hard to the downside. Okay. So psychologically, this area can be said to seem compelling. Okay. That if price gets here, okay, again, there should be a likelihood for sellers to step into the market. Okay, but I want you all to observe. Now we've seen that the market is bearish, so the sellers are in domination. Okay, generally, the market is bearish. This move we are seeing here is a pullback, but at this level, we can still see that sellers always step into the market to push it down. Now, the question here is that what do you think will happen if the market is able to push up above the sellers? So this is the question for Bright.